I am not a big fan of New Year's. Not, the stuff where you see the family and whatnot. That stuff's great. The parties, I love it. But what I don't like is how people treat New Year's. You know, the question I have for all of these people who go like, "Oh my God, this new year, new me," all this other bollocks. What is the difference between the change you make from December 30th to 31st compared to 31st to 1st, January 1st? What's the big deal? What's the big difference? Did your total genetic profile change? Did you go from black to white? Did your eye color change? What changed in your brain chemistry over this one day that doesn't change regularly on a daily basis? Nothing changes that much. And the reason why I bring that up is because they treat the new year as this some magnum opus occasion where it's like, oh, well, this year I'm going to start working out, this year I'm going to start doing this year I'm going to start doing that. It's all delusory. Because even if you do get started, you're going to end up quitting if you have that mindset within the first 2 weeks of the year. Then you're going to go to 2025 like, oh, well, I guess this is my year. You can do that over and over again until you die. Alone, assuming how poorly you manage your life. Now, there's a lot of things to pick at here. But I'll go over the most important thing. Do not be the dude who waits until the next year, or waits until Monday, or waits until some arbitrary date in order to get things started. Okay? I see this when people talk about working out lights. December 20th, and they're like, oh, well, I want to start working out. I'm starting the new year. Why the new year? It's kind of like the same thing when someone's like, well, no, they're on Wednesday of the week, and they're like, well, I'm going to start working out. I'm going to start on Monday. Why Monday? Why these arbitrary dates? I understand it sounds good to start on 2024. I understand it sounds good to start on Monday, but what is really stopping you from starting now? Well, I need a gym membership. Why don't you get one now? Or why don't you just do some push-ups? I don't know, maybe you have a barbell at home. Maybe you have dumbbells at home. Get something done with them. Better than nothing, isn't it? And you can get something really good done if you actually know what you're doing with the calisthenics. But in any case, why wait until the new year? This goes for anything, whether it be learning something, working out, as I just articulated, starting a business, all of this stuff. I don't see why people wait until these arbitrary dates. And the truth is, it's an excuse to procrastinate. Because the truth is, if you actually wanted to do something, you would just start. You wouldn't wait like, oh, well, I'm going to start on this date. Now, of course, there are exceptions to this, but in general, when it comes to things like working out, learning things, starting a business, there's no reason to put an arbitrary date on it. There's literally no reason. It's just something as an excuse for you to be lazy and stay on your couch eating chips, doing nothing all day, playing video games. So, how should you handle the new year? Now, what I'm not against, I want to articulate this prominently. I'm not against people saying, well, by the end of 2024, I want to get this done, because that's putting a deadline on something. Now, don't be the dude who's slow and says, well, I'm going to start learning about business I'm going to learn I'm going to start a business by the end of 2024. Why do you need a whole year to start a business? You start a business in 24 hours, not 12 months. But in any case, it's fine. If the goal is reasonable, it's fine to put it by the end of the year. I'm not against that. What I'm against is saying I'm going to start in 2024. I'm going to start. Because that's completely pointless. You end up wasting all of your time. Because you're still in the mindset of wasting time. When your mindset of wasting time, you'll waste time. Big surprise. Wow. So what else about the new year do I not like? I would just say the glorification of it. And like I said, I like the parties and whatnot, but I don't see the big deal as far as like how you are personally. Nothing, the change I made from December 30th to 31st is the exact same as the change I made from 31st to 1st. In terms of my brain chemistry, my body, this, that, and the third. Nothing special happened. So that's the way I would approach New Year's. Maybe come up with some goal you want to get done by the end of 2024. I would say that's a very long deadline. You should be working on shorter deadlines, but who knows? Maybe the goal is reasonable to do within a year. But don't be the dude who says, I'm going to start doing this in 2024, because you're going to be the dude who gets absolutely nothing done. You're going to be in the next year even fatter, even more of a secatile, getting nothing done.